Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
There is no sound. Because of technical difficulties, we got to start all over again. So, what's your relationship with the World Cup? I was assuming that neither one of you had been to a World Cup before, but Chris, you said you have.
Yeah, let me just check my notes here from half an hour ago. Yeah, second time to the World Cup. My dad took me 94, I think it was in the States. We went to Detroit to watch 2 games.
Do you remember who?
I was trying to figure that out. I have the ticket stub somewhere.
Do you? Yeah.
Because we got a program and I stuck the
tickets in the program and I was in a box underneath the stairs or something.
My mom's got boxes on boxes of stuff that I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it'd be interesting if that's somewhere.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much the ticket was?
No, nothing like what they are now.
No, just Butler brought his over because he was also at the 94.
Oh yeah.
And his was $25, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went to Detroit too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So do you know who?
You could have been in the same match. It's very
You
possible.
could have been sitting beside him and said, "Who's this obnoxious English
No,
guy?"
I would have. I knew him back then. So,
Okay.
yeah, I definitely would have known. It wasn't England either. I'll have to look for that.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who it was.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm sure ticket prices were like a fraction of what they are now. You know.
Yeah.
But
before 94, like, did you follow World Cup? Like, was that your first kind of introduction to it, or did you?
No, it's around our birthdays, right? The finals. So I always remember watching the finals in July, usually. So, yeah.
my dad was a big soccer guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I grew up in the household of watching soccer all the time, and
yeah,
and we never really had never followed a country as far as what's popular today, but yeah, it was always on.
But now it's all about money. Like look at what FIFA's like. Everything is about money.
Well, before we get on that, when did you start following like the World Cup stuff?
Oh, in Canada we're mainly hockey, dare I say?
Yeah.
So I love soccer. I played soccer, did soccer all the way through. I can't remember the first World Cup I would have really watched. It might have been 94 back then. But moving here, being around more soccer-minded people, that's really got me into it more,
Yeah.
So
I was the same way. I was played, but in 94 I got into just because it was in the US.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember it again till 06. So
yeah.
And that was only because
where was 06? I'm trying to remember. I remember the one in Africa. I think
that was 2010. South Africa, you mean?
I think so.
Yeah, that was going to with those stupid
with all the horns. Yeah, the horn. Yes.
Was it Italy? Maybe 90 or so in 2006.
Could have been. It could have been.
Or Germany. I think it was Germany. I could be wrong. Yeah, I only remember that one there starting up because every country had big names. Like England was like stacked with Lampard, Gerrard, John Terry, Beckham, like you name it. And they had a star-studded team. They didn't do that great, but
yeah,
that's a different topic.
But Germany was a big team back then too, right?
Yeah,
and they seem to fall off, but
yeah, there's a bunch of the big ones have like Spain is still
Italy.
Good, yeah, I didn't want to bring up Italy since they weren't even there, but Spain is still good, but they're not the same as they were before. The Dutch aren't as good as they used to be. Germany's way up, obviously. Brazil's not the same team.
Yeah.
England's just kind of I don't want to say plateaued, but they've gotten better, I think, because of their managerial issues that they've had in the past. But
yeah, see, it's funny now that they've increased the amount of teams for the World Cup. The cream is still risen to the top, right? Like it's not like Ghana has snuck through on a defensive mindset to get through all of these teams, or somebody else like that, like Uzbekistan or Bosnia. Like it's good that they're there and it's growing the game, but you're still seeing the top teams rising to the top, which
you are. But that being said, they've done way better than I expected them to. Like, obviously not all of them. Like Qatar obviously got blasted out, but Cape Verde, I thought, did for the size of that country. Were they 500,000?
Yeah,
it's the size of Kitchener or whatever. Right? So it's like,
that's
and
true.
they're at the World Cup.
That's true.
So
yeah, I mean, it is a good story.
Yeah,
it is a good story.
Now, if they can keep repeating it, that's
right.
That's the question, right? So
yeah. But like Norway and all these other teams, and like, and you don't see in Italy there. I mean, I guess the game is starting to really grow across the worldwide, right? But where do you grow up for 64 teams is the new one. I don't even know where you get all these teams from now.
Yeah.
Like, if Italy can't make 64 teams, they might as well just fold up and not have a team.
Well, then you run into the problem. Is this going to be now a 2-month-long tournament? Like I'm at like now the point. There's 1 week left. Like today's Sunday, the final is going to be in a week from today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost at the end that anyone's still in it, and I don't seem to care as much. Like I feel like I've watched too much over the last 32 days. Like 2 to 5 matches in a day. Sometimes it was kind of draining, and they kind of because there's so many one day, I couldn't tell you what game was what and who did what anymore. So,
but it shows it as a world game. I mean, you couldn't do this for hockey. You couldn't do this for football. You couldn't do it for baseball. I can't think of another sport where you could do this.
Pickleball?
Pickleball. Maybe I played it tonight. I'm getting pretty good. Rugby, maybe. I don't know. Cricket. I don't know, but I don't think you'll see when they say the worldwide sport. It is football, soccer. Like it is just
and to capture the fan base.
Yeah,
the only one.
100%.
You can have all those other sports that may have that interest, but who's going to be on prime time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's similar to the NHL playoffs where you get every night of the week you got a game. So after a while, you kind of go, "Who's playing again?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it gets you kind of going at the start. I love the 2 games is cool at the start, but you kind of go, maybe the pools are going to be too big if they go 64. There's just so many pools. Like maybe they start doing the load management games where the stars take the games off, which kind of defeats the purpose of that too.
100% would. 100% would.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. It's like even the VR, like
that's turned into something.
Like, oh my goodness, it's tough to watch.
But look in Canada. But look in Canada now. Just back, how many new fans are there in Canada after watching that? There'll be
a ton.
Are they going to continue on watching football? Are they going to watch EPL? Are they going to watch Liga? Are they going to watch all these other leagues? Are they going to watch MLS? If big names come in, I would agree. I don't think that you're going to see a lot. There'll be a lot of new fans, kids who just watch that. I think we'll see a big spurt in Canada for soccer now. But the casual fan I don't know. I hope that it does. But
I guess I'm just comparing myself because I know for basketball, I watched basketball the year that the Raptors won it.
Yeah.
Well, basically just leading up to it. I don't think I've watched the game since. And how long ago was that? 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
We were sitting right over there when they won.
Yeah. Oh, we have the tiered seats.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Well, it's the same as the when the Blue Jays went to the World Series. You would think there'd be a baseball spike in new sports. Are we going to see one in soccer?
Yeah,
it's hard to say. Maybe I don't know. It's a funny.
It's tough because all the other sports that we're talking about, they've got these crowned champions every year, whereas this is only every 4. It's like the Olympics, right? So Before we get too far into it, when we started at the beginning, though, what was it like trying to get your tickets in the very beginning? I know there was supposed to be some big lottery draft or whatever for everyone to be able to get it, but not everybody went that route, so everyone was able to get tickets. So how did you guys go about it?
Yeah, mine was a Visa early entry. Was what I think it was called, Visa early entry or Visa whatever it was. It was the right to win to buy tickets. It wasn't you win tickets. It's now you win to the next step to buy tickets. So I entered. I didn't even think I would get an email back. So they said, "Yep, okay, now you have the right to pick a game that you want to buy tickets for." So I could pick from any game that was going on except for in Canada. I could pick anywhere. I could have picked Mexico. I could have picked the U.S., but you couldn't pick Canada. I don't know why. Maybe in the States you couldn't. Anyway, so then I said, okay, I want to go to this game. I could only pick one game, maximum 4 tickets, I think it was. So then I had to sit and wait again to see if I was selected. And then I got the email that says, okay, you're good. You got your tickets. And if I didn't get tickets that way, I wouldn't be going anywhere. Right.
Yeah.
And the price was right. Now I was saying earlier, I was 4 rows from the top. They were $305 Canadian, which
isn't that bad.
Isn't that bad at all, really.
Yeah.
I mean, much more than that. So I picked the upper bowl. I could have picked middle bowl, lower bowl, and there was another one. But I mean, obviously they got more expensive if you got closer to the field. So when it came through, I got them 4 tickets, $305 Canadian. And why not? I mean, then all the other logistics kick in, right? And then that's when all the money, you got to pay more money. But that's how I went and got my tickets. Was I tried to look at Canada tickets outside of that. I mean, they were fairly, expensive, which was too bad because I don't know if the average fan was, in Toronto could go to a Toronto game. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what was corporate. I don't know what the tickets were, but yeah, that's how I stumbled upon mine anyway. It was good. It was really good.
Yeah, I saw the visa opportunities, and I got a little. I think I went all the way up and I entered that until you had to put your visa number in there.
Mm-hmm.
I said,
oh yeah,
if there's going to be a problem, it's going to be a problem with my visa. I said, I don't know.
You thought it was going to get stolen, or you thought?
Well, who knows? Who knows?
You're protected.
Whenever there's a problem with your visa, they go, "Oh, Mr. Gaylor, we'll just ship you a new card. It'll be 7 to 21 days or whatever." Stupid. So you're out your credit card and going,
yeah.
I don't want to do that. Tate did it. My son Tate did it, and he didn't get the opportunity.
No.
But one of his friends, he works at Lay's Chips, whatever the corporate company for Lay's is, and they had an internal draw of. They had 2 draws of 4 tickets, and Tate's friend won with his name, and then someone gave him another ticket, and that also won. So he had 8 tickets.
Wow.
Similar to you, like he had the opportunity to purchase.
Yes.
So it wasn't like it was a free ticket. So
yeah.
So Tate went, and then another ticket opened up. So I jumped on that, and it was expensive. It was $1,000, but I'm not going to be at another World Cup, I don't think.
No, I don't.
And I wouldn't trade that experience. It was being in Vancouver. I've never been to Vancouver, and such a beautiful city, and just to be a part of something that patriotic, like everybody was cheering, singing Canada. It wasn't split.
Yeah.
It was all Canada.
Yeah.
It was something that, I'll never forget. And, to share that with Tate was pretty special.
That was the first game they've won in the World Cup, correct?
Yeah.
That was the first one. And they absolutely hammered them 6-1. Right?
6-1
or 6. Oh, they didn't even get a.
I don't think they got a shot.
No.
It was
Okay,
6-0.
you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was Jonathan David got the 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first time that they said the biggest game in Canadian soccer history. And they said that like the next 3 games.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the first time they said it.
Yeah.
Because they were looking for their first win, and they were heavily favored. But it was a good game, like we talked about earlier. Just to have the seats where we were, and Qatar was down 2 men. One after 10 or so minutes is an early send off, and then the second half was right in front of us, and we got to see. I think it was like 4 goals, and the ball never left the half.
That's crazy.
Like ideally it was perfect. Yeah, perfect weather. Just it was great. I wouldn't change it for the world. So
yeah, ours was a little bit of rain. Like it didn't rain hard. We had ponchos and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah,
it ran like it would in England.
Yeah,
the English team brought the weather with them.
Yeah, it was great though. Like when you see those big flags come out onto the field.
Yeah,
like probably when you're down lower, maybe you don't get the full perspective of it. But when you're up high and they came in and they rolled them out right to the middle of the field, it's like holy smokes, this is pretty cool. There's Ghana fans in front of us. English fans behind us, young kids, 80-year-old. Like, it was just a big array of fans that were there. There was 3 annoying Ghana fans sort of up behind us. They must have been at the top, and they got pretty annoying after a while. And even the Ghana fans were like, hey, just relax, relax.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen. But no, it was a great experience. So,
I don't know why every time at the beginning of every match, like you said, they roll up those massive flags.
yeah.
What do they do with them afterwards? It's not like you can just sell that to someone. What are they going to do? Trade their entire house in the flag and then not be able to use it?
Yeah, maybe they'll cut it up and put it in. They'll sell pieces of it as memorabilia.
maybe.
Is what they'll do. They'll try and capitalize on that somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
Put them in cards or something like that, or make something out of them. But I'm sure you'll see them come out.
Yeah, if
somewhere.
FIFA's involved, there's probably going to be a
No.
marketing piece there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's funny. So I've been talking with a few people about this, just about FIFA and them trying to justify how much they charge for their tickets, which are way more than they should be.
Yeah.
Is all that money goes back into grassroots soccer somewhere, or football somewhere else in the world, right? That's great, but you're pricing out the grassroots people that you're trying to get the money to, and then they can't even watch it.
This is true.
Like, it's just ridiculous, and it's just they're non for profit, and they keep saying that, but
yeah,
those pockets keep getting deeper and deeper in each one of those executives, right? So,
well, there was no empty seats at any of the games, was there? I didn't see any empty stadiums.
No.
I think the Gillette Stadium, Foxborough Stadium, was 65,000 people.
Yeah,
are there. Like, just unreal amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
It was well organized, like I was saying earlier. Foxborough Stadium, Boston Stadium, whatever they call it for FIFA. They had it set up perfect outside the stadium. Restaurants right there, bars. They had sports card stores. They had everything there, and there's a whole bunch of activities going on. The England fans are, doing the chants, and like a massive area where the England fans were. Ghana fans were sort of in and about,
right?
And they were yelling and screaming and doing their own dances and stuff like that. So they went back and forth, and but it was pretty. It stayed civilized. It didn't get out of control.
Mm-hmm.
One Ghana fan got in the middle of the English fans, and he probably regretted his choice. Beer all over him and throwing cans at him, and it's like
the NFL treatment.
Oh, and they're just giving him the gears.
I'm surprised that they're not having the final at, say, like Boston Stadium or even like AT&T versus New Jersey, because it's horrendous to get in and out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just garbage.
Yeah, I don't know why they are having it there. There must be some reason. So somebody is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a political reason. You know what I mean? Like the man that took away the red card. Maybe he had some say in where it's played. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, AT&T holds what, 82.5?
Does it?
Yeah. So you think you pack as many people in for the final as possible. Or SoFi, they've got to hold at least high 60s, low 70s.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
I think Gillette was 65, I think, was the capacity.
I think there's a lot of them that are around 65.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of wonder, like, why wouldn't you want the extra 20,000 tickets sold for the final?
Absolutely.
So,
there's got to be something there.
Yeah, someone's getting a kickback somewhere.
Yeah.
So,
but getting into the stadium, we drove in, got some parking. So get this, talk about capitalizing on people. The parking at Gillette Stadium, give me guys how much I think it was US.
$60.
No.
I was going to say 50, but are we both low?
$175.
Fucking hell.
For parking.
175. It was $250 Canadian is what it worked out to.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, absolutely meant, but you couldn't, you could take,
that was the price of your ticket.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Park your vehicle.
Exactly. But they had every corner. You could take public transit, but it was $80 a person to get there. American. You could take Uber, but that's going to be $120, $150. So we ended up driving right on. We did a little tailgate, and we went to the stadium. And then getting out was perfect. It was no problem. It was slow, but no problem. They had it very well done. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was $175, $250 Canadian is what it was. So
that's insane.
Absolutely. But you had to reserve your parking ahead of time. You couldn't just show up and pay.
Okay.
You had to show your
So
QR.
You knew what was coming.
Yeah. It was just absolutely mental. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So you guys drove down?
Mm-hmm.
How long of a drive was that?
9 hours, I'm going to say 9 to 10 hours.
Wow.
In the end. And no problem at the border. Nobody in front of us. In and out both ways. No questions asked. No nothing. They looked at our passports. See you later.
Right.
Coming back.
You have to show your tickets at all?
Nope. Nope. Just said, where are you going? Going here. Okay. Coming back. He literally didn't ask us a question. Looked at the passports. Didn't even say, where have you been? How long you been away? Nope. Here you go. Okay.
Really?
See you later.
Like that was going into the States.
No, come home.
Okay, home.
Come home. They didn't ask us one question. Go in there. They just said, where are you going? That was it.
One question and they just kicked you through?
Yeah. And no cars in front of us. Either
Really?
way. It was incredible. It was incredible. So.
But the fentanyl problems are our fault.
No kidding. No kidding.
You could have had 2 tons in there.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it was a pretty decent trip down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No real issues. So
Nice.
Who do you guys think will be in the final now that we're almost all the way there?
Well, I'd like to see Spain because they're my joker. And
in the pool, correct?
Yes. Yes, in the bother pool.
For charity.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
And the spirit of winning a fantasy pool. Yeah, I don't know. I watch France quite a bit, but only because they're the favorite. But
yeah,
I'd like to see Spain. They start out so slow, and
yeah,
I don't know. Argentina is probably going to be there.
No,
I'm hoping not. I don't think Argentina is that great. They've got Messi and
they keep getting it done though.
Oh, they keep getting it done. Did you see their route? They didn't go against anybody. Like there was nobody in the top 10 in the world that they had to face up until Wednesday when they go to play England.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like they struggled against Cape Verde, and they're what 80th. So I mean, I don't know. Just if they're up against someone that's got good attackers, they're going to struggle because their back line. I don't think anyone's back line is great in this tournament. No one's shown like anyone with great defensive, unless you want to talk about Ghana having 10 men in the box, and they were really good defensively. Yeah. But
that game that we saw, like Ghana, they had everybody behind the half.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It was like that's all that it was the whole game.
Yeah,
but you're right. Like I don't know. I mean the English back end. I mean, Konza, he's been okay. He had a couple of questionable plays there. I thought the one game he was just scratching my head like, that's your guy behind you. Why are you going to him? Who's already anyway?
Yeah,
but that's my look. I think England will make it past Argentina.
I think they will.
It just depends if it's a Messi factor that comes into play. I don't know. I mean, he'll score a goal. He's going to score a goal. Like, it's just going to happen. So they're going to be down 1-0 is what's going to happen in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Messi's going to score. And then they're going to come back and win the game. That's what's going to happen.
Well, the Egypt game, right? Like,
yeah.
Messi took over.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
being Egypt, but the guy's amazing.
But Egypt had them. I
know.
I mean, the game was over, and then all of a sudden,
should have been.
Yeah,
should have been locked down.
But all that wasn't even that Messi and those guys were great. Their defense, they shut down.
Mm-hmm.
If they had kept doing exactly what they were doing in like the first half,
yeah,
I don't think Messi and those guys. I get that they changed their tactics and they needed to push forward, obviously because they were losing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think they're even though they're the champs from the last time around. I don't think that I don't think they are the team what everyone thinks that they are.
Did you see the Tuchel's comments at the end of the game?
No.
Yesterday, he was actually upset with their effort and all that sort of stuff, and basically said that in an interview, and then Bellingham came on and did his interview, and the interviewer said, your manager doesn't think you guys had that good of a game and all that sort of stuff, and you could see him sort of get his hair up about those comments. He says, you know what? It was a tough match out there. It was hot. It was, we did everything that we could. Yeah, we won, and maybe it wasn't the prettiest. and it wasn't the prettiest in my mind.
Yeah.
But they're moving on. So I
Yeah.
don't know whether there's going to be, the manager might have ruffled a few feathers in the locker room there. I don't know.
Maybe.
I just worry about them being tired out from Mexico
Yeah.
to the game yesterday, and like it was hot as it could be yesterday.
Mm.
And Bellingham still came through in 2 goals, but he looked, and then Harlan came off early. I thought he came off early. I mean, if this is your final game in the World Cup, I mean,
I was surprised with that too.
I don't think it was up to him. So
maybe not. Yes, yeah, you're probably right. But
it's because he hadn't done it. Like he's known for like kind of just chilling out and then hanging out, and then around the 65th, 70th minute, he all of a sudden comes to life and he starts springing. And he's super fast for how big and gangly he is for caveman walk and everything, right? So, I don't know. I think they could see that he was tired too, and he just didn't have in him what he normally has. And we're at the end of the tournament. I think everyone's gonna be tired.
True.
Except for Messi, because he just walks around.
He walks around. It's hard to watch him.
It is.
But when he gets the ball, all of a sudden he just wakes up and he makes a couple quick moves, and that's the secret sauce.
But if you look at how many times he actually made mistakes, though, it's way more than he's successful in this tournament. He's missed penalty shots. He's missed free kicks. And anybody, they only ever remember the good stuff that he does.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like he makes way more mistakes now than he used to. He didn't used to make them. Like like a penalty kick.
Yeah.
It looked like there was nothing in the one that he took, like the last one.
Yeah.
Like, what was that? Like, put some power behind it. He's got it.
Yeah.
Or maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
So then thoughts on Kane then? His game. This is his game. He's got 7 goals so far, I think, right now. I think he's
no, he's 6. I think Bellingham.
Because Mbappe, they're tied. I think Bellingham and Kane are tied right now.
Mbappe's tied with Messi at 8.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think they've got. I could be wrong, but what do you think of Kane's game then?
What did you think yesterday? Wasn't overly impressed with him last.
No,
I never ran on. I'm not a Kane fan, so
I haven't. When you guys mentioned Messi sort of walking around and whatnot, I see a little bit of that in Kane when he's doing the same thing. But all of a sudden he comes, like he scored 2 goals in that one game, right? And he was lights out. I don't know.
I mean, is that the role of striker though? Like,
it seems to be nowadays, yeah. Like, where they just kind of loiter around and
Harlan's the same way.
Like,
yeah, he was invisible yesterday, I thought.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So you're saying Argentina and Spain? That's what you're saying?
Well, that's what I would think, but you're making a good case for England to get through.
I think France will beat Spain. I think it'll be a France-England final. I'm not saying who's going to win on that one.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting to see. France is very strong. Although I do like Spain. I do like Spain. They've got some nice young players there. That young kid, Yamo. They said he hasn't had the best tournament, but last game I think he's man of the match. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see who goes through.
They're a lot less boring to watch than they used to be. I'll give them that. Spain was a terrible team to watch.
Yeah.
They were more concerned with possession and passing than anything else, and you just tire them out, I guess, because 4,000 passes by half. You're like, but they didn't do anything. Like, great, you got your possession up there and you're passing up there, but
the Portugal game was not the most entertaining either.
No,
I remember that. Yes, that was a yawner. I don't think I saw much of it. I saw a little bit, but I think the game of the tournament so far was the England-Mexico.
Oh, 100%. That was easily the game of the tournament.
Unreal. Like, it was the Azteca in Mexico, and the Mexican fans go crazy. It was. I don't think it can get any better. I'll be surprised if the final was better than that game.
Yeah, I
don't know.
I was talking about this with Justin. He said that's probably the best match he's watched in 20 years. I think for like the national level, and so I don't know.
It'd be great.
If England gets through and they ended up winning the whole thing, I wonder if they go back to that game as being the springboard. That was a big big
Yeah.
win in Mexico.
Well, and they kept going on about the altitude and everything. Like,
Yeah, they were laying it down.
Yeah.
but I went on and looked at their players. Like, I want to say it was like 6 or 7 of their starting lineup. They play in Europe.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're saying, well, it's in Azteca, unless that's your home stadium, which there was one guy that was his home stadium. Another guy, his home stadium was almost 1,000 feet above, or maybe 500 or 600 feet above Azteca. 8,500, I think, was where that was. So I mean, that guy's gonna have the advantage. But if you're playing like in Italy and Europe, or I guess that's the same thing, but you know what I mean. One guy played in Russia. I'm like, oh, you're not gonna have those advantages then. You're not here all the time. So other than you're training early, I guess, right? So
you mentioned earlier, expanding the teams and maybe coming to a 2-month long tournament if they go to 64 teams. Like England and some of these teams in the final are playing a lot of games in a very short period of time here as we come to the end, right?
Yeah.
Like that's got to affect them. I don't care who you are, how good of an athlete you are. I mean, if you're not taking care of your body and getting ready for the next game, they have to be some injuries somewhere that, nobody's saying. And
technically they're only playing one more game than they would have at the last one, but they've got more time in between the games. So they're actually being rested more. Like, it was 7 days between games, which is insane. If you're only watching like the one team, like your team, so once a week you get to watch them.
So they played yesterday. Now they play when's the next game? Wednesday, and then it'll be Saturday or Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because there is a game Saturday.
Yeah, that's for
third place game.
Yeah.
So does anybody really care about that? So if England, I don't think they will. If they happen to be in that game, it'd be like watching Canada bronze medal game of hockey.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares. I mean, yeah, you do. You still want to win it, but
well, it's like they would say, you win the bronze, you lose silver.
You lose the gold, right?
Gold,
yeah. You lose the gold. I get that. It's just getting you. Are you really gonna be that pumped up for a third place game? I don't know. Maybe the mentality is different in football. I don't know.
Probably not. I mean,
but
competitiveness is competitiveness, right?
Yeah.
So
do they say that the golden boot will be awarded in the 3-4 game?
I don't see how it could be, because what if you get 4 goals in the gold medal game?
But it's going to be a little tighter than the gold medal game would be tight, as far as the 3-4 would be.
Jude Bellingham could get 4 goals in the third game, third 4 game. If
Sure.
there,
like if Argentina's in a 3-4 game, like Messi could go out, with a relaxed lineup.
Yeah.
You never know. Interesting.
Seeing that, like I was saying before in an earlier episode, that having these diluted tournaments with all these extra teams in it, like what's been like the golden boot, record for the last 30, 40 years, not going to change, because you got one more game, and then you've got all these other teams, like say Messi lights it up and scores 18 goals, and then by half I think it's pulled off, but it's definitely going to be double digits for whoever wins it this year. Obviously they're already at 8. There's still 3 games left.
Right.
Yeah, Messi could end up at 10, 11,
Or Mbappe, same thing.
Yeah, you're right. Like how is that viewed in the end when you're adding more teams and more games? Is it viewed golden boot? Is it, I don't know, back then?
I don't know. Like
Maradona played and those sort of guys. I mean, is it, how do you view it now? It's still a big accomplishment. Massive accomplishment. If you can lead the goal scoring in an international tournament like this, it's pretty big deal. Now you are playing against, I won't say, but lesser competition potentially, like the Qatars, like the Bosnias, like those sort of teams that aren't massive on the world stage, right? But it'd be interesting to see how that's viewed in the end still.
How's it viewed in hockey? Like they keep doing things to make it so that you score more goals.
Yep.
Smaller goalie pads.
Yep.
Take away the blue line. Or not blue line, red line.
Yeah, not to make this a hockey one, but when you look at Gretzky when he played, the keepers were they weren't as athletic. They didn't go down. They had smaller pads. They had heavier equipment. And then nowadays, they went in through that period of much larger hockey goalie equipment. Then now they've sort of pared it down a little bit again, and now you see Ovechkin, who's running away with it, and that will never be beat. I don't think. But that's what we said about Gretzky too.
Yeah.
So, but yes,
Yeah.
you can't compare eras to eras. I don't think. It's just a way that sports rolls, and it changes, and it should change.
Well, it's like they always compare Maradona to Messi, and almost everyone says Maradona was better. And just looking at what he did, do you remember what the pitches were like back then?
Yeah, not
now
as,
they're pristine.
not
The
as
balls are
scientific.
better. The shoes are better. Everything's like even. I mean, he's probably having a smoke and then rolling right onto the pitch. So I mean, everyone's a little bit more healthy than they used to be as well. So.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the next week.
Yeah. All right. You guys got anything else?
I don't think so.
Did you watch the UFC last night?
No, I missed it.
Yeah.
No.
Did you end
I
up watching
haven't.
it?
I watched the McGregor fight just this
What
morning.
was it, like a minute and a half?
Yeah, something like that. It was
He blew
terrible.
his knee out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like his first kick. Someone goes up and he goes down and he continues to try to fight. He probably shouldn't have. Every time he kicked after that, he went down. So
Just, you're
Yeah.
done. You're done. Move on.
yeah, he's
It's
just there for the
over.
money.
He was such a character. He knew what he was doing. He marketed himself to make millions, and he did a great job at it.
I was actually
know.
kind of hoping that he was going to do not bad and then have a fight against Patty. Can you imagine them in the news conference going
Yeah.
back and forth? That would have been great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any UFC in a very long time. It's way past my bedtime now.
Well, they started a little bit earlier, but it's
Yeah.
still right to midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll see what's going to happen when all this football is over, though. What are we going to watch?
Tennis.
That ended today.
Yeah.
There's not much. I don't know after this. I guess then EPL starts up again. What, August sometime? Late August. So
I think they're in September, aren't they?
yeah, I thought it was late August, but
That could be. I don't know when the actual league itself starts.
yeah.
Because they do the same thing. They got all those friendlies before, right?
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to plug your next podcast? Return from Japan.
yeah,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, in what 3 months? Sure.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, we could do a podcast for sure. Lots been going on. So
Oh, you've run some races since then too. Since the last time you're on,
yeah, well,
2 or 3.
I ran an ultra marathon. I went to Nepal, so we can have a whole episode
Yeah.
about that.
All right,
At some point. So
I'll have to get
Yeah.
everyone to come back in for next time.
yeah, let's do that. I'd love to talk about that.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on, you two.
Yeah, good stuff.
And we will talk to everyone next time.
Appreciate it.